Today I'm going to do another flight on my E-Flite Habu SS 50mm. It's always interesting to fly this one and land on grass, so let's go outside and get this one up in the air. Takes like more or less full power and just a good amount of runway to get this one up in the air when you're flying on grass. And it's the thing most often then when you have like tricycle gear RC airplanes that they kind of are more sticky to the ground than compared to like tail draggers. I think this is a really well controlled EDF. I have a maxed out elevator throw on mine just because it was just severely lacking in right out of the box. I think this is, I mean, it's quite easy to fly this Habu. It's also quite easy just to orientate. It's not like the super speedy RC airplane, but I think it just picks up speed pretty fast at least. It was a really lightweight RC airplane. There's no wind today and just a really nice sky to see your RC airplane. As you can see, I mean, it just goes around the sky pretty easy. And I don't do too many EDF RC airplanes because I enjoy to fly prop driven RC airplanes much more than EDF. Now and then I think that it's just kind of a break from my usual RC airplanes and just to fly something like this Habu. And out of the EDF RC airplanes I've tried, my favorite is the X-Fly A10 Thunderbolt, and I think the Thunderbolt is just a fantastic like airplane overall. At first I thought it was kind of odd looking, but it's really a fantastic plane.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
Usually I set a timer for 5 minutes on a 2200 milliamp battery, and I've tried to fly this on 1300 and you can do like at least 4 minutes, but I think it doesn't fly as steady or solid as it does with a 2200. I don't know if it's becomes a little bit more tail heavy maybe. You can do like sort of like wing overs with using the rudder. Also, it's a bit of a quite noisy motor in this plane then also. And I have telemetry warnings.
18 Celsius, ESC 10.4 volts, 21 amps, 21 Celsius. Time remaining 1 minute.
1 minute left on the timer. Time to get this one down, and it's always interesting because I mean it's like you really have to have the right speed and angle of attack for this one to avoid the bounce, and I also just want to have it touch down in a good spot, so it was interesting. Let's get it slow enough. Usually I can more or less just kill the throttle and flare at the end, so let's see if I do it the right way today. Oops. I mean, it's like, 50% of the landings I do with this large airplane, they are good, and the 50%, other 50% then they are kind of ranging from really poor and bad and to okay, or maybe just slightly above okay. But I mean, if you just watch the landing in this large airplane and get it down too fast, it will just pounce around and flip around and do crazy things. Despite that, I think it's a really durable large airplane. Now, I've reinforced the nose section of mine with carbon fiber rods, and I also have a crack in this bottom plastic plate then, so I just use some glue to get it together, and then just a piece of tape. So usually when you crash an EDF large airplane, the thing that breaks is most often the nose section, just go clean off. But so far this hasn't happened to this one. And it's also a really crammed place inside this large airplane. So, I mean, you have these kind of servos and cables and things. So it's not really too fun to fiddle with this large airplane when it comes to cables. And I do have some compression marks on mine as well. But overall, I think this is a nice and easy flying EDF. Apart then from the land, it was really gotta have to have them the right way. Now the adjustment I have done on mine, because I did have a serious lack of elevator authority, so I just max out the elevator, and it's not over control, it's just the way it should be. But I'm just on the inner hole on this one, on the outer hole on the servo arm, and just have like 120-30% of rate then, and then I have a good control of the elevator. So I mean, just some more thoughts then about this E-Flite Habu SS 50mm.